say the fish are kind of stacked up. Look at him, just jumping. I haven't seen this before. Tons of fish. Tons of stacked up here right on the shore. If you were to come out and bank cast, this is the day to do it. Something tells me I'm not going to have issues catching fish today. They are stacked. Something else. Tell you what. Okay, we're out here, 8-2. It's insane. The fish are jumping like crazy everywhere, especially right near. Oh, there's a fish. Not surprised given how much action we're seeing, but fish are jumping absolutely everywhere. It's insane. Oh, I think it's called what? Candy dropper or something like that. Flasher. 360 bus. Somehow I don't think I'm gonna have a hard time limiting today. That's a coho. Unless I'm much mistaken. Or is that a... Yep, that's a coho. Sweet! Coho! What? That's awesome. Freaking crazy, dude. Just like that. Coho. How long did I spend the other day out there? Out here trying to get a coho? Within like 2 minutes today I get one. Maybe that's what's jumping out here. 45 on the wire. Boy, he really chomped that thing too. How about that? We'll take that. Yeah. We will take that. All day, every day. Take him out real quick. Let's see, how big is this guy? Looks like about 23 inches. Not a monster or anything, but very happy with that. Not complaining. Not complaining at all. All right, well, yeah, so kind of the best way to have your intro interrupted. Coho, just like that. After a good rain, just trying to see, you know, how the fishing changed. And the fish are just all in the top water. There's a ton of them, ton of fish, right off the beach here in Mucklefield. And yeah, within like a minute, I had a coho on. I assumed it was just going to be a pink, but it seems that the coho are definitely in here. Yeah, running a super bait cut plug with tuna in in oil and an 11-inch short bust splasher, the chrome, all chrome. Yeah, trolling. I wasn't even trolling fast for that Coho. I must have been going only like, I don't know, not even 2 miles per hour. And he took it, and I was just within maybe 70 feet of the launch. So good times, man, good times. But yeah, I'm gonna keep at it now. It's just a shame I can only keep one Coho per day, but now I'm looking for a pink to round it out, and then that's my day. It's sun's hardly even showing yet. So we'll see what happens here. We'll keep at it, and hopefully we get some more action that's interesting, and wouldn't mind seeing another Coho. Be kind of cool. Yeah, alrighty. So I wanted to mention one thing that a gentleman brought up that we discussed. Anyway, he was just passing me out in the water, and he's like, he noticed that I had my fish out on a stringer to bleed them. Something I hadn't given a whole lot of thought to was, okay, well, what if a seal came up and grabbed that fish on the stringer while it's bleeding out? Which is a totally reasonable thought, something to think about, and so I got to thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, what would I do if a seal came up and grabbed this thing? Because it's on metal, metal stringer. The clips aren't super heavy duty, so I suspect it would probably pop off, but you never know. A seal grabbing it that quick can just roll you right over on a kayak. So I was thinking about that, and I think the best practice probably would be to, make sure, there's a fish. Make sure you have a PFD on, and at all times, especially while your stringer's in, and make sure you have, if you're using a motor, that you have a shutoff attached to you, so that you can, your kayak, if you flip over, doesn't just take off, or if you get tossed out, doesn't take off on you, and then you're left just sitting there. So something to consider if you're going to do the stringer idea to bleed out. Of course I do, because I don't have a whole lot of other options for bleeding out, unless somebody has some suggestions, which I'd be totally open to. But yeah, just a passing thought, but perhaps a very important one. So anyway, here's a fish. Couple of hard pulls trying to get it off the clip. Yanked it out of his mouth or something. It's annoying. smaller, but nonetheless, wish I could keep him. Oh, I wish I could keep him, even though he's small. I don't know, some of those look like pinks right on the surface of jumping. You know, it's so hard to say, really. Check our lure here. Tuna left. That might explain it. So yeah, you know, I'd been fishing, caught a couple fish, had a couple other hits, you know, all that stuff, and then noticed that, you know, okay, it's been a little while since I've had a bite, so that is usually a good time to go in, pull your gear up, check it, make sure if you're using bait that, you know, it's fresh still and it's still there. And that's what I just did. Found that the tuna was pretty much gone out of my plug, so could be why I wasn't getting a bite. So we'll see. We'll put it back down, see if that was indeed the problem. What do you know? There we go, new bait, new fish. Did he stick? I don't know. That looks like a fish. Oh yeah, that's definitely a fish. Oh yeah, pop the clip and everything. That feels maybe more like a pink. Hard. Yeah. I think that's fighting more like a pink. A little bit more aggressive, harder head shakes. He's not making the big runs, the hard runs like the pinks have been. Also staying down a bit more. Based on that fin, it looks like it's probably the pink. Ooh, that might be a king. That might be a king. No, that's a pink. Oh no. Oh no. It's a big pink. He's got a hump on him. It's a big pink buck. Surprised I didn't lose him there. Hook got stuck on the... Oh, come on. These pinks, man. Freaking feisty. Had to flip my rod to get him underneath the downrigger, keep him out of the prop. Come on, buddy. Oh, come on. There we go. That's a good size pink. That'll be our pink for the day. How about that? How about that? There we go. I'd say that's a nice pink. It's heavy too. About the same size as my Coho, actually, 23 inches or so. Wish I had my scale. I meant to grab it this morning before I left, but I didn't. Alright, we'll bleed this guy out. Alright. 8-2. Shoot, it's 7:14. I got fishing at about 6 a.m. and landed my first fish after just maybe 2 or 3 minutes of putting my line down. Shoot, it was during my little intro, I got the hit, and that was my Coho. About 23 inches, 23, 24 inches, and I don't have my scale on me, so I don't know how much it actually weighed, but probably like 4 or 5 pounds or something. And then landed another Coho, and finally landed a big old pink to hit my limit. We can only keep one Coho, one pink. We can keep wild or hatchery Coho, or one pink, or two pinks. So yeah, one Coho, one pink, or 2 pinks. That's your options out here. Yeah, I think my theory, what I was thinking about the rain, when we got our rain yesterday and last night, it definitely changed the dynamics of the fish out here. I think it brought in some ocean run Coho and pushed some of the pinks in probably to the river system, I would assume Snohomish here in 8-2. Though there are still a lot of pinks out here rolling in the surface, but it definitely brought in Coho. So yeah, I might have to try and get out here again before my little trip this weekend. But yeah, Coho are out here. I was 45 on the wire, 6-pound ball, so it must have had me at 35 feet maybe of actual depth. Yeah, and awesome. It's beautiful, it's clear, there's a slight fog over the water, but the air is nice and clean, nice and cool. Yeah, it's a good transition day. So I think tomorrow we have more rain coming in, so that could push more fish out, perhaps bring more Coho in. So all good things. It's just getting the process going. The pinks are getting pretty big. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them out here are getting a little larger, a little fatter, and they're getting a little humped and a little darker, but still good. A lot of sea lice, as expected. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a good day of fishing, a good morning of fishing. I mean, I was only actually fishing for maybe an hour, so if I stayed out here, I have no question I could get some more action. But yeah, I'll tell you what, that tuna in oil in a plug really kills it. So highly recommend. You should just see it. You should have seen it this morning. I think I took some videos. I'll have to add those to this clip. I took some with my phone. The fish were just jumping like crazy right off the launch. Yeah, absolutely nuts. So anyway, y'all have a good one. If you don't see another video from me before the weekend, hope you all are successful fishing over the weekend. For those of you who might go into the Snohomish River, I hope you kill it. And if you do, post a video, share it to me. I'd love to see it. Yeah, y'all have a good one. See you next time.